Hey, what's up guys, it's Something here again, and welcome to my new series, Osprey Inbound. For those of you that watch Allier, you'll be thinking this is very similar to Allier's Ospreys, and in a way it is, but it has a kind of twist in the fact that it's different difficulties of getting an Osprey. And this is the first episode, which is very easy, and this is basically showing how to a very easy and effective way to get Osprey gunners. Mostly for people that want a really high KD, struggle to get high assault kill streaks, and just basically stick for support. So as I go into the class setup, you see I have an ACR, silence and kick. The silencer is basically just to stay off the enemy team's radar. My secondary gun is any machine pistol will do, as long as it's silenced, again, stay off the enemy team's radar. My equipment I use is a claymore and a concussion grenade, but I don't actually use the secondary gun or any equipment in both the clips you're about to see of Ospreys. And my primary perk is a Scavenger Pro, just to get all that ammo to start off with. Hardline is my secondary, just to get that kill streak one earlier, and Marksman to just identify targets at range. As you see, my kill streaks obviously, or my strike package is obviously support, is assault, so because that's the only one with the Osprey gunner in. And as you can see, I have a Predator missile, I have a Reaper, and of course I have the Osprey gunner itself. So hardline makes, basically, for people that struggle to get the kills, it's so easy. It's only a 4-point streak, and whether that be at kills or just a cap, it just makes it that easier. So, and with that you can build on to get the Reaper, and with the Reaper you can build on to get the Osprey. On this map, this is the first gameplay. This is very unclean. I get the majority of my kills with a gun, and I think I only get 4 kills with the actual kill streaks itself. The next clip, which I'm about to show you after this of me getting an Osprey, is very different. I only get 4 kills with the gun, and the rest are all with kill streaks and 1-point cap. So you'll see that it's very contrasting. But I'm just going to explain the logic behind how this method works. The Scavenger is very simple in the fact that it just gives you lots of ammo. The hardline, I've already explained, is just to get it one quicker. But the main point is Marksman and how you play this. You want to be walking around the edge of the map a lot, not walking into the centre. I'm not actually walking, I'm looking into the centre. And as you go around corners, you want to aim down sight, or whenever you go down long sight ranges, you want to just aim down sight. Because what Marksman will do for you is it will highlight the enemies that don't have assassin with a big massive red name above their head at any range. So it makes picking off the long range kills much easier, and you only need a few kills to get your kill streak started. The main reason I have a Pred is because if you die before getting a Reaper, you've still got a kill streak, so it's not like you going for a Reaper and you don't get anything. You still get a Pred, so you can get extra kills even if it doesn't go towards your Osprey. And this method, I would like to point out, is very effective. I played it 4 times I played for 4 games and got the Osprey gunner 4 times. And as you can see, I aimed down sight there and I saw the red dot above it, the red name above his head. So it's just a really simple way to get an Osprey. The main basis of it, as you can see there, seeing the red names, and I'll talk a bit about the ACR as the Reaper's going. The ACR has the second slowest fire rate of all the assault rifles. It has 705 rounds per minute. The slowest is an AK with 690, and the fastest without the FAD is the M4A1 with 780. The Squirrel is 750. So it's a very low fire rate. So that's why you want to be sticking around the edge of the map and having Marksman, because you want to be getting in engagements where range is your advantage. You want to be putting as much distance between you and the enemy as you possibly can, because that is where the low recoil plus kick of the ACR makes it very effective. Plus it's getting away from the slightly detrimental fact of the ACR being the fact that it has a very slow fire rate. So that is a really good way of using the gun. And you could replace this gun with type if you haven't got a high enough level, and you can, if you want, you can place the equipment with anything you want. The main reason I use concussion grenades is, well, I don't actually use them, but I would put them on to use, is if they're coming close, so you can just stun them and then try and run away to get, again, in a long range. But the basic thing of this technique is aim down sight and put as much distance as possible, which basically involves staying at the edge of the map. So, as you can see, it's a very slow way to get an Osprey. If I said a Merb, I apologise. I think I might have said that. But it's a very slow way to get an Osprey, because, again, you're walking around the edge of the map and you're picking off kills slowly, not getting many multi-kills. As you can see, the Marksman puts up red names. But yeah, I wouldn't do this if you want to get a vid, like, here's a YouTube vid of an awesome Osprey gunner. It's not going to work, because, again, you're walking around the edge of the map and you're picking off kills slowly, not getting many multi-kills. As you can see, the Marksman puts up red names. But yeah, I wouldn't do this if you want to get a like, here's a YouTube vid of an awesome Osprey gunner. It's not going to work, because you just will make it very slow. It's not newbie, it's just slow. And this is great if you want to get your KD ratio up, because it's very effective at getting Ospreys, and also just getting kills as well. And it's also good, as I said, for people that like to use support and struggle to get high assault kill streaks. So this is definitely a good technique to stick with if you're not so good at Call of Duty. And as you can see, I'm almost getting my Osprey, and one sec. Alright, I'm back. I just had to quickly go for dinner. That's all the reason why I just quickly stopped it. But as you can see, I'm just getting my final kill for the Osprey. So, as you can see, that made getting what most people consider a 17-point streak a very, very easy point streak. But as you can see, I only actually think I get one kill with it. I don't speed up any of the kill streaks, because that's basically the tutorial on how to do it. But on this map, it is almost impossible to get kills with user-controlled kill streaks, and even with normal kill streaks. There's just so much cover with the bridges. So I think, okay, maybe 2 kills, but I don't get much more than that, and it ends up being quite a fail because I get shot down. And as you can see, I just cannot get these guys because of bad placement, and I recommend placing the care package drop thing probably a bit better. Sorry if my voice just suddenly got a bit louder there. I moved the mic a bit closer. So as you can see with the second gameplay, I only get 4 gun kills in this whole thing. So this is very, very fluid, and the main reason for that is the map is very, very open. So as you know, the technique is all the same for getting it, so there's nothing new there. So I'll just quickly talk about the perks for people who want to change it up. So I said you can use the type. Well, I didn't say you can use. This technique, a type would work very well. A primary perk, I would definitely stick with Scavenger if you got it because of the ammo. But if you haven't got it, then you haven't got it. And I'd probably use Sleight of Hand just for the quick reload, so you don't get caught out. But since you're at range, it doesn't really matter. Maybe Recon might be kind of good if you have Hardline Pro, just so you can pick up assists, but it doesn't really matter. The second perk, again, if you have Recon, I recommend Hardline, but the second perk does not matter whatsoever, really. I recommend Assassin if you had to pick another one, but I'm not quite sure why. But I wouldn't really stick with Quick Draw, because that's the only one you wouldn't really need. But apart from that, any perk, second perk doesn't matter. The main thing I would say is definitely stick with Marksman as your third perk, because that basically relies on how this method whole works. So I definitely do my best to stick with Marksman, and it's not very high level unlock, so I just persevere till you got that. As you can see, I got a triple kill with that pred after capping the flag. I got 3 kills on the flag plus the flag cap, which gave me 4. I then used them trying to capture that flag back to get myself a triple with the pred, and then I just quickly run down along the outside of the map, as you can see, to get my Reaper, which will then get me straight to my Osprey. And I probably could do a bit more than that. I probably could get more than my Osprey. I only get exactly the right amount for my Osprey just at the end, but still, I still get an Osprey. And in other videos, as you can see, I'll just do this. I probably should have got a double kill there, but as you can see, I'm just going to talk about other videos. I'm going to show you different tips and tricks, but I'm also going to show you different kill streak setups. A main thing for using my kill streaks, again here, most with the Reaper, just clarifying why I use the Reaper instead of maybe the AC-130 or the Overwatch. No one really uses the straight front because it gets shot down, but some people like the Overwatch. I wouldn't recommend that because it reveals your location, plus you can't control it like this to get loads of kills, because remember, you're not running in the middle, so the Overwatch isn't really going to get you many kills, and it will reveal your location. And the main reason not the AC is because whilst the AC will more than likely get you straight to your Osprey, it probably won't get you any more kills than the Reaper, so it doesn't really matter. And the Reaper can give you the option of an Osprey, plus I think it's 3 less even, so yeah, it's just a lower kill streak. So that's my main reason for choosing the Reaper. As you can see here, because some of you guys are like, do you ever play with people who subscribe? Yes, I do, and as you can see, one of them kills himself with his own by trying to capture one of the care packages, and his name is Chelsea Rule, and you're just about to see him die about now. There you go. Trying to capture the care package, and he dies. So as you can see, this is over, it gets destroyed. And at the end, just for the people who say the Reaper is rubbish, in another game I got a quad, well I got a double and a quad, so I'm just going to finish off there with the double and the quad. And I would like to say thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, then a like would be awesome, but I'm not really asking for likes. But if you do have other friends who struggle with COD and would be interested in this, friends you play with who aren't very good, and you as a clan want to improve, or just as an individual, if you could share the video on Facebook or just tell other people about it so they also can get Osprey gunners, improve their KDs, it'd be absolutely awesome. So yeah, if you could share the video, that'd be absolutely awesome. I've been Corn Something. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of Osprey Very Easy. I'll be back next with just the easy version, and peace out.